Hello everyone. Today we will see how to set a calculation node with static and dynamic element in robot and with steel, wood and concrete materials. So first of all, we will create screenshots, but dynamic screenshot in robot. So you can display what you want in 2D or in 3D or in table. Here you can see the first level with a wall and slab, and you can display the name and properties if needed. Okay, and in fact, all what you display will be recorded, and after you can just screen capture, and as you see, it will be an update when you will launch the printing. Okay, or if you don't want, you can check not to be updated. Okay, so until you will look your result, for example, on column or something like that, you will create screenshots. Even it's at the end, it will change. It's not a problem because it will be updated. So here I will look at my result on beams, columns, and I display result, and after I can take a screenshot. Okay. So if I look at result in table, it's the same. Here, if I look only at simple case, I can change the unit if I prefer tones, for example, and I can switch from one column to another, check or unchecked column. And once I've done all what I need, okay, change from case object instead of object case, I just can save this as a table. Next time I will launch this table, it will be like that. And after I just have to take a screenshot, a dynamic screenshot with robot functionality. Okay, and I can have another table for displacement, it will be the same. Okay. So now I will go to have a result on maps. So I will choose on my finite element to have the total displacement, as you can see. Okay, and I can choose with finite element or not, all results, or only maximum and minimum result, extreme points, like this. And same, I can take a screenshot. I can isolate some part of the structure if needed, take in a view which is easier to analyze, okay, and I can add point if needed, like this, apply, and of course I can have isoline instead of map, and if I want, if I need, I can export this in DXF or DWG. Okay, save as, and just have to save. And of course, after you will have the result in AutoCAD like this, and every kind of line will be in a layer, so it's easy to tune, and it will be, of course, at the same size of the robot file in meter or in other unit if it was in other unit. So same if you need to have a result of model analysis, okay, you can display your dynamic analysis result. You can filter or not. You can switch some columns, okay, and you can add, for example, the limit period according to Eurocode 8, okay, and after you can take a screenshot, and of course you have the calculation note with all the number of finite element nodes, okay, and the spectrum. Once you've done that, you just have to save, or if you don't want now, screen capture, same way. Okay, and give a name and say if it's current or if it has to be updated. Okay. Yeah, updated, it's usually better. So now we look at results on finite element and beams according to FEM. We can switch to post-treatment according to Eurocode in steel. So here I do the calculation, and as you can see, you have the result, and you can create the calculation notes, but here there is an editor of all calculation notes needed, which you can save or not. You see at the end, I've saved, and here I have in the result. Okay. So can close. Same for assembly. Okay, I will create an assembly or calculate it if not up to date. I created here. So of course you can parameter, have more option. After you will do the calculation according to all code combination, and you will have the calculation notes. You can do for other element and connected with the 3D model or not. If it's not connected, you just have to choose your own bending moment and sharing. Okay. Usually it's connected, but sometimes. Same after for timber. Okay, if I have something in timber in my file in plus, like this, you can do the same time of calculation with timber. And as it's very close to steel in display, you will have a result storage at the end of the calculation. So you can configure it and save it back. Okay. So after you can display directly like in steel simple result, okay, or you will see after a more detailed result, full notes, it's say, okay, on all our selected elements, and you can save some parts, everything to the full calculation we will see at the end. Okay. So here you have properties of beam, and you can create calculation note of beam properties if needed. Okay, and you can save it to the main notes or directly send it to Excel or Word, as you can see. So here I take a screen capture. So this screen capture will be in the main notes. So now we will move to concrete. So of course you can display needed reinforcement in beams and on slab, but you have a column footing in plus in real finite element. So here if I select the footing, okay, so in fact first the node, and so then I go to design real reinforced concrete elements. So he asks me the code. after I can go to my level and choose my footing. So I will of course choose the value of the soil. Okay. And there is of course some element to verify, and you do the calculation, and after you have the result. You have of course a real reinforcement, all properties, and the calculation notes, and if needed the plan of course. And same, if you want, you can save it to the main notes. Just go to result, calculation notes, and file, screen capture. So once we have done this, we can do quite the same, of course, for beam, for column. So I will select a beam just so you can see. Okay, because the calculation note is a little bit different. So here I have all the elements. So my beam, of course, has to be calculated. So here you can see the real reinforcement. All the results display graphically and the calculation notes, and if needed, the plan. So I can come back to my beam. And same, after I can create the calculation note and save it to my main calculation note. So once you've done this, you have all the elements in trees, inspector objects, steel, wood, timber, we can say, and concrete. So if I come back to the main element and I choose all my main display, I will create my main calculation notes. So here in printout, so I have all my screenshot plus standard element. So I will add some standard element and some screenshot. Okay, depending of what kind of screenshot you have done, you will maybe use load case, load value, load combination or not. Okay, and after I will put all the post treatment in steel and wood. So connector, member verification in steel and wood. And once I've done this, I can save it to a new template. So you can put the name you want. Okay. And so when you will come back to another file, you can ask this template. Okay. Once you've done this, you can preview your calculation notes. Okay. And if you look that something is not really what you expect, okay, you can edit. Okay. Since here you're not in Word, you're still in Robot. Here it will show you exactly the same view when you have created the screenshot, and you can change some element. Maybe I want some deformation like this, okay, and return back to preview. Okay, so if you have an old computer, you can switch to simplified preview, but usually now it's not a problem. So you can look what we've done. Once you've done it, you want to tune the top and bottom of the page and first page. So you can close, and here you can go in page setup, okay, and you choose size of the paper, okay, the orientation, margins, the header and footers. So here you can add text, you can add picture, you can add what you want, and you have variable as you can see. Okay. So variables, it's what you will have in parameter, and we will see how to put it from a easy ways and here all these elements. So if I come back, here you have headers, okay, and footers. So you can choose add, not display, and here at the bottom you have table properties, and you can set frame if you don't want. So if I come back, you see job properties, you can select which office has been created. So it can be the office who do the job, the architect, the control office, maybe. You can add elements like this. And so after here, it will be filled. You see here, I've done this calculation notes in Grenoble, so it's filled Grenoble. Okay, and I can save this page setup to another template. Okay, and here you can ask this parameter. So I will set a name and just save. Okay, so you can save template of what is in the notes and template of how to display the notes. Once you've done both, usually we go to Word, okay, and you will have all this display. And it's we can say a real title 1, title 2. That's why it's all automatic and up to date. So here it's all what we have display in print screen or in calculation notes or in dynamic analysis, model analysis, as we can see. And we will find everything. This is concrete. After they should have been steel and wood. Okay. So usually when we don't do a calculation out of all, okay, but here since I want to do 10 video, I do one where there is everything. Okay, so of course you can do only steel, only concrete, only dynamic analysis if needed, or you can do all. So thank you for following this. So you can follow us on Autodesk France on Twitter and our blog Village BIM or our colleague blog Géospatial Made in France, ABCD blog or Civil Made in France. Thank you.